Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're doing a Kaaba location study using the sun. The sun set. The sun prostrates under the throne of Allah. It supports the Kaaba in Hijaz Mountains, now called Ruah ruins. Disah Tabuk region in the northwest of Saudi Arabia is our real Kaaba. Let's look at the hadith. He said, Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. When sets the sun, where does it go? I said, Allah and His Messenger know best. He said, it goes until it prostrates under the throne. Mishkat al-Masabi 546a. Let's look at another hadith. The angels made a house in the heaven, the sixth. It is called al-Duraha, fronting, facing opposite his throne. Al-Kafi. The house in the earth corresponds to the house al-Mamur, which is in the heavens. Al-Kafi. If you look at Google Earth application of the hadith, we go to the center of Saudi Arabia, check the direction toolbar on Google Earth and note, we find the Kaaba of Hijaz, Disah, now called Ruah in the west northwest, exactly fronting due west opposite the throne of Allah, and we find the Kaaba of Najd Makaroba, which is currently Makkah in the south, in southwest, behind due west, and not fronting due west and not in the vicinity. Google Earth exercise. Place the direction of the toolbar in the center of Saudi Arabia, and remember Yemen is another country. Notice Medina and the Kaaba of Hijaz, Disah, and even Jerusalem are all in the northwest of Saudi Arabia at different angles from the center of Saudi Arabia. But let's go to the to look at the times of the sunsets and sunrise to understand the direction of the sun. Following the trail of the sun, let's go. The angels made a house in the heaven, the sixth. It is called al-Duraha, fronting, facing opposite his throne. The house in the earth corresponds to the house al-Mamur, which is in the heavens. Now you see from that there that our Kaaba is fronting, facing opposite, the same as the Kaaba in the heavens. Let's go to the path of the sun over Saudi Arabia. It starts around Dammam in 12 minutes past 5. So this is where the area along which it rises. It moves through to Riyadh, then Hale, Tema, Medina, Al-Ula, Tabuk, Makkah. The Kaaba of Najd, it sets at 1802, and then it still moves on to Jeddah, Yanbu, Yaghab, Shaghab, Umluj, Al-Waj. When it comes to Ash-Sharma, Abu Salama, notice the time now is 1808. It's 1808. It's 6 minutes after after it already set at the Kaaba of Najd. Let's carry on. Abu Salama, 1808, Tuba, 1808. Now you'll notice that at 1808, it's near Masjid al-Haram, Kaaba at Bakata, Ruah ruins. And you'll notice at 18:08 p.m. it's the last time on the coastal area, shows us our Kaaba location in the west from above 3 areas, Juba, Abu Salama, and Sharma. Then the sun moves to the Red Sea, Tiran Island, which is Saudi Arabia or Egypt, and which is in line with the Red Sea, shows us a later sunset time, about 18 minutes past 11. And if we continue, you'll see, remember that the star that takes about 3 to 4 minutes to appear after sunset before the prayer is allowed. Look carefully at the last area sunset times carefully. It shows 1811 by Tiran Island in 1808. Now note, let's go back up and let's go look at the map. So we see here, there's Disah where the Kaaba is. We see that the sun's 18:08 p.m. It's by Abu Salama, Duba, and Sharma. All have routes right leading to the Kaaba. And you'll see Tiran Island between Egypt and Saudi Arabia, which is either Saudi Arabia or Egypt. It has a 1811. Now you'll see the sun moves off the coast and then to the Red Sea after that. In which case, this is the area in which has its last sunset times. Now, and you'll notice that, let's go back to the hadith again quickly so we can take a look at it. What the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when sets the sun, where does it go? I said, Allah and His Messenger know best. He said, Indeed, it goes until it prostrates under the throne, in which case the sun shows us that these areas here is where it goes to prostrate under the throne of Allah. It does not go to the other areas. It does not go to the Najd area. It does not go to current Makkah area. So, as we know, Abd al-Malik bin Marwan, the Kafir, he destroyed our Kaaba here and he moved southwards. Okay, so let's look at this. The sun is rising in the areas around Dammam and it's setting around the Abu Salama, Duba, Sharma, the area in the red to the left, in which case it is not crossing the path of the current Makkah. It's not rising and setting in that direction. In which case, if we follow the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it goes until it prostrates under the throne. In which case, our Kaaba. Let's go a bit more up again to read the other hadith. The angels made a house in the heaven. The sixth is called Al-Duraha, fronting, facing, opposite his throne. The house in the earth corresponds to the house Al-Mamur, which is in the heavens, and that confirms without doubt that the current Kaaba in Makkah is not our real Kaaba, and our real Kaaba is now called Ruah ruins, and it's in the northwest of Saudi Arabia. Let's look at this as someone who doesn't know anything and goes into Saudi Arabia and uses the hadith. Now look at the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It goes until it prostrates under the throne, in which case you're going to follow the west direction of the sun, and you're going to note that the west, if we go to the bottom, as you follow the west direction of the sun, you're going to come to it fronting Abu Salama, Duba, Sharma, in which case you will find you're going to find the Kaaba in that area, in which case you are not going to be able to find the Kaaba in Makaroba, which has been renamed to Makkah, which is the Kaaba of Najd at all. That's in a whole different side of it. And if you look at it, of the coast, if you look at it, the sun started in Dammam at an angle of 248% west. In Makkah, which is a place called Makaroba, which was renamed to Makkah, and Jeddah, it has a degree of 249 west. While if you go to Duba, these areas, it's 248 west. Sharma goes 247, in which case it clearly shows us that our Kaaba is in line with the 248 west. If you look at Medina, it's also in 248 west, in which case it's in line with 248 west, in which case clearly narrows it down that we'll find the Kaaba fronting this area here along the coast, Abu Salama and Duba, and that you will easily find our Kaaba if you follow the west and you follow the hadith. But you will not be able to find the fake Kaaba in the area of Najd, Makaroba, which is renamed Makkah. But you'll find our real Kaaba easily using the hadith. Allah Akbar.